Hello YouTube, Trinity here again. Today I'll be doing another deck profile, this one for the Digimon TCG. I have a ton of Digimon decks I've been meaning to upload to the channel, but I got sick recently and I'm trying to play catch up, as well as putting all these decks away. I decided to do one of my favorite decks for the, what set was this again? I believe it's BT16 format? No, BT17. BT17, right? Yeah, we're on BT17. And we'll be having one of my favorite decks. It's more of a casual deck. It is my personal favorite Digimon. We'll be doing, if you couldn't tell by the playmat, one of my favorite two decks would be Lopmon and Terriermon. We'll start with the Digi-Egg for the deck, which will be 4 copies of Kokomon. We got 2 old arts, 2 regular. I am looking to get 2 more old arts for the deck. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So we do play 5 eggs. We play 4 of EX04 Kokomon and just 1 of the new Kokomon. Personally, it's just nice because you run so many rookies to have more ways to just draw in the late game. You go through a ton of rookies, as well as this one draws cards, and this one can be nice to beat over some stuff if you need that extra 2k for Alliance. Put them over in the Digi-Egg section. Next, we'll go on to level 6s. 4 copies of the best ace. Glad I picked them up because they've recently gone up in value. My partner, my boy, TrinityTCGArchive Ace. I am extremely disappointed in last set we didn't get a Dark TrinityTCGArchive Ace, but I was really hoping we would, considering the movie has Dark TrinityTCGArchive, but I guess they skipped over it, and I thought we were going to get it in the Tamers set, and the Frontier set, and we still didn't get a new Dark TrinityTCGArchive. It's fine. We got, technically we got the X-Antibody version, which is fine, but this ace is probably, in my opinion, the best generic green ace. It lets you play level 4 or level 3 Digimon, and then for each Digimon you control other than himself, I believe, you reduce DP by 6k. So you can nuke something really nice off him. He also has Alliance. He is the boss of the deck. Next, our last level 6 in the deck. I played just two copies. You could put it to 3. I think 2 is just fine for the deck. Of TrinityTCGArchive X Antibody. And, yeah. He can bottom deck things. He has Alliance. He's your way of getting removal, basically. He's just a really powerful version of TrinityTCGArchive. I really wanted a Dark Ace, but we still have the X Antibody. Moving on to level 5s. We have 4 copies of Antilamon. You have the Alliance effect, which, if you don't know what that is, they rest another Digimon and you can combine their power and security checks. And Alliance can stack, so you can give it Alliance times 2, times 3. If you have multiple different Lopmons to do more than 2 checks, you can do 3 checks, 4 checks, depending. This one allows you to play a level 3 from hand when you Digivolve, so you can get a way to get Alliance. You also have the inheritable effect, end of attack. By returning one of your Digimon to the hand, you may play a level 4 from your hand. A level 3 from your hand. Don't really use the inherited of that all the time, but it does come up for the combo. It's been a little while since I played this deck, but I really love playing this deck. One of my favorite pet decks. Then we have 4 of the new Antilamon. You could run 4-4. Right now I'm trying to... I think ratios in this deck is really fun to mess with. Right now I'm on a 7 split, 4-3 split, and running 7 level 5s. This one is the exact same as this one, except it lets you play a level 3 from the trash. And end of the battle, you can also play one from the trash by deleting something. It's just a nice way to get back your Lopmons in the deck. It also has Alliance. Then we have my favorite card in the entire deck, Wendigomon. This card is one of my favorite combo enablers in the deck. So in this deck, you'll be using this Tamer card, if I can find it real quick. 1 copy of Henry Wong. You'll play a copy of Lopmon. During your turn, if you're one or less Digimon, play a Lopmon or a Terriermon, search. And at the end of your opponent's turn, it would delete itself. But what you would do is you would Digivolve into this, kill the Lopmon or Terriermon, replay it again and search again. And then it wouldn't die at the end of the turn, and you have a body with Alliance. This is basically just to give yourself an Alliance. But it's really nice just to get a double search off that. And yeah, just really nice. You could also remove some floodgates of your opponent's stuff. Then we play 3 copies of Truimon. I'm not really sure how to pronounce this Digimon, to be honest. But just for the Alliance effect, to enable our Tamers to go up our stack a lot faster. And its effective minus DP does come up. Then I run, again, 3 more copies of Wendigomon. Same thing. You want to have the ability to Alliance. And I find just having the rookies is way more important in this deck because you're always playing them. And they are like your main units in the deck. But again, you could, I was originally running one more level 5. I was a level 4. I was running the other copy of Digimon from the new set that rests something. But I just cut it because I feel like if I'm going to, I'm either wanting the Wendigomon to search or the Alliance to trigger the Tamer to go up the stack a lot faster. That is it for the level 4s. Moving on to the deck, we have level 3s. Currently, I believe I'm only on 2 of this Lopmon. You could bump it up. I was on 3 at one point. This card gives Alliance, and if your Digimon suspended, it gives 1k. So it's nice to get like the double Alliance effect going off. So you can make your checks 3k. I don't really feel like you want 4 checks all the time. It's nice. If you wanted to go for like an OTK, you could have 4 copies of this and have like 5 checks. I just feel like that's inconsistent and it would take too long to set up. This deck already does a lot of looping, but I think 2 is fine. If I see it, I see it. Next, I'm on 3 copies of the Lopmon. This does the same thing as the level 4 does in the same set. It rests something on play. I just kind of like this one for the inherited more. I think they do the exact same thing pretty much. But I just like the Lopmon more for its level 3 effect. And I'm also playing level 3s off my level 5s a lot. And just having the level 3 really matters in this deck. So we're on 3 of that just for the rest. And it's nice to Ace Evolve, nuke something, and rest an opponent's Digimon to prevent lethal. Then I'm on 3 copies of the X Antibody. Just for the fact that it's a free evolution. It also can buff your stuff up a little higher if you need, and the Inheritor is really good. Next, we have the most important level 3 in the deck. We'll just put them together. Lopmon and Terriermon. These are the searchers. This is the bread and butter. Again, while we're running the Alliance level 4s, is to trigger not only the Tamer, but these 2 as well. They both basically do the exact same thing, except this will add a Susie to your hand, and this one will add a Henry to your hand. They add 1 dual color and 1 Tamer, and they both have the exact same inheritable. If you wish to, you could drop one of these 2 and run a 6/6, or I probably run 4/2 of it, or 4/3, and you could bump another one of your level 4s or rookies. I have done that. Personally, this is the ratio I personally like. I just like having all the rookies in the deck to be able to go through and just get a bunch of search. You just out advantage your opponent really quickly, and you can dig in through all your pieces. Moving on, we have our option cards. I'm running 4 copies of Double Typhoon. Just, again, really good searcher. Searches your Tamers. And it also lets you play a Lopmon from your hand, or Terriermon. So this deck is just really consistent to go through all your stuff. And it's also a security effect, lets you rest 2 of your opponent's Digimon to prevent lethal. And yeah, just a really good card. Moving on. Our next option card. I've also tried to make space by cutting level 4s and level 3s for this card. Judgment Era. Heaven's Judgment, or Judgment Era. This is just the best removal option card in the game, in my opinion, next to Crimson Blaze. For every Digimon you have color, you can reduce 6k on your opponent's Digimon. And it's just again, just really good. And security effect minus 12k from something. It's a really good security bomb. Finally, we have our Tamers. 2 copies of Henry and Susie Wong, and 2 copies of Su Chung Wong. I originally wasn't running this for a little while. I was just on 2 copies of this, but I did bump her back up. I believe that's why. Originally, if you wanted to drop her, I was running, let me go through real quick. I was running another copy of this Lopmon, and I was running another level 4 in the deck. But I wanted to try her out a little more because I have the old art one, and her effect's really good. It's just, personally, I know it's a little much. I wish she was a 3 cost, but I understand why she's not. She'd be a little too good then, but I'm still trying her out. I like her effect. It's nice to have another search in the deck on play. Her effect to reduce the evolution cost comes up still. And it's just kind of nice to have both of them in the deck. If you wanted to cut her, you could bump this to 3 copies. You could bump this up, and you could add, or you can add another level 4 to the deck. But I think 2/2 is fine. I've been personally really enjoying this deck. I'm still messing with ratios every day. I just really find this deck a lot of fun, and I think it's really good. I think Alliance is one of my favorite keywords in the game, and I'm very happy to see Lopmon evolve into its own deck. It's about time. I hope you enjoyed the video. I have another one coming out right after this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.